We're here on another episode of Captiv Live. I have Catalina, or
Ooh,
Katy, as a lot of people know her.
thanks, Khary.
She is the executive producer of WorldFest, and really, that's what we're going to be talking about today, and the impact that it has on Houston and globally. And with that being said, tell us more about you, Katy.
Wow, where do I begin? Well, my story is so interwoven with WorldFest. My dad was the founder of this film festival, and it's actually the third oldest in North America. So San Francisco, New York, and then WorldFest Houston International Film Festival. It started in Atlanta in 1961 and moved around a little bit before settling in Houston in 1979. And when I came on the scene, which was a little bit later than that, I was ensconced in the festival experience. And that was such a charmed way to live. I got to see some incredible movies, meet wonderful filmmakers from all over the world, go to places like Cannes and the Carlo Vivari International Film Festival, the Seoul Drama Awards. And so I've seen what is possible for what a film festival can do. It's truly a celebration of cinema. And our festival in particular it's friendly, it's focused on the independent and international filmmakers, and we like to have a great time and show them what Houston is made of. So for me personally, I was born and raised here in Houston. I love the city. I love how international it is and how we bring that into the festival as well. I studied philosophy, which my dad had studied, and I thought if he can run a film festival with a philosophy degree, then it's a good foundation for anything. So I enjoyed that and noticed that all of what I was studying was so focused on Western white men ideology. And I thought, okay, we need to shake it up a little bit. So I started getting into Eastern philosophy as well and double majored and got to spend some time in Japan during my tenure in college. And then I've been in nonprofit development ever since, helping produce events with the Leukemia Lymphoma Society, the American Heart Association, working with local schools in their development department, but always helping out with the film festival. So I started as a little kid. I would be the trophy girl, 7 years old, a trophy bigger than me, handing it out, and then was the president of the children's jury, scratching my chin and saying, yes, this is a good story well told.
How were you then?
Oh, probably 10 or
Okay.
11, a true prodigy as far
Yeah.
as these things go. And then my summer job would be to help make the awards and send them out to our filmmakers across the world. And I always was involved. When social media arrived on the scene, I tried, albeit a little clumsily, to bring us into that space with the festival and helped with development, with the gala, did things for the theater itself, like on-site support, and realized, this is a part of my life. So after my dad passed in February of 2025, I realized I had a choice to make. I could go all in with the festival and stabilize it and bring it back to where it had been before my father got sick, and then also think about what's possible. What's possible for the Houston International Film Festival, and what kind of community event does Houston really deserve? Like, why don't we have a Sundance or a Tribeca or a Toronto International Film Festival like that here in Houston? So that's what I'm focused on. There's another side of me as well. I'm also a yoga instructor and a well-being practitioner. So when I took over the festival, I realized I had to do things in alignment with my own values. So really looking at how to bring those elements of wellness onto the set, into a creative life, because I'm sure burnout, oh my gosh, for a creative person, it's hard to set boundaries. It's hard to navigate this space. So I'm really grateful that I can bring that in to the film festival and focus on building an ecosystem where our filmmakers and creatives can find rest and can reset and enjoy the experience as they create more. That was a lot about me, but
Yeah, no, that's perfect.
that's the whole story.
And I want to know even more. So when you were making that transition from, really working in the festival to, hey, now you're running the show, what were some other things that you really wanted to see the festival become?
Ooh, great question. Thank you. Let's see. I have a vision of what's possible, and I have a 5-year plan of becoming Academy Award qualifying. I think that'll be a game changer and something that we deserve to have in Houston.
And what does that mean?
That means that within 3 short categories, live action, animated, and documentary, the 1, 2, 3s winners, first, second, and third, would qualify for the Oscars to be playing in that space. Right now, we do qualify for the Canadian Screen Awards, and that's a wonderful thing. But to be playing at the Oscar level, I think as a filmmaker, that's our Mount Everest, right?
Yeah.
So I'm excited to move down that path and make that happen, and then to create a space where people can come together, be in community. There's so much exciting stuff happening in Texas, but especially in Houston for filmmaking. So to be able to ride that wave, to provide value to our filmmakers, because we do have educational programming as well, seminars, workshops, and panels during the 10-day film festival, which are free for students, which I love that we're able to do that. I think that's so cool. But for the filmmakers, also very reasonable to attend and hone your craft and network. And you never know who's going to be sitting right next to you, who could be the person that you partner with on your next project. We've had a lot of films originate at WorldFest, and then some marriages too, which I think is pretty darn cool.
People got married at WorldFest?
Not at WorldFest, but they met at WorldFest
gotcha.
and then got married.
Yeah.
And successful marriage, happy marriges, which I think is an important thing to highlight for sure.
Absolutely.
And the transition has been very intense. Coming in, dealing with the grief of my dad passing, and then finding the festival not really in a place of stability. And it had been his festival for so long. He had a specific way that he did things, but he did it for a long time. He did 57 years of WorldFest, and made it grow through lots of different changes in technology. Like at our festival office, which I'd love to have you join sometime.
I'd love to come by.
It's a museum, a history capsule of, we have 35 millimeter. My computer screen is sitting on a print of Easy Rider, 35 millimeter, which I think is pretty cool. We have VHS, DVD, all 8-track, all of the different ways that people would enter the festival over the years. And now it's all done through Film Freeway.
Yeah.
And the whole festival can fit on one drive.
Yeah.
So what a weird, wild experience. And my dad was able to go through all of that.
Do y'all ever showcase any of that stuff at the festival?
The physical thing?
Yeah, the physical, the history behind, almost taking people through a history lesson or like a museum installation.
Well, actually, I'm glad you asked about that, because we have a few fun things in store this year. Actually. We have donated from Metro National and Memorial City Mall 3 storefronts in the actual mall. So the majority of our screenings and events are happening on that campus. So we'll have our registration check-in, we'll have our educational space, the seminars, workshops, and then our VIP lounge. And we'd love to have some of the physical history in person, including our 15 years with Lopez Negrete Communications. So they've been an incredible partner to the festival.
Yeah.
They've done all of our design work for the past 15 years. And they recently won, dare I say, swept the Houston Addies with the creative that they did for us for WorldFest 58.
Okay.
So I'm working with them on presenting the last 15 years of their creative, and maybe even the last 59 years of our posters in that space. So people can come in, they can see how the festival has evolved and changed. And my favorite piece of physical, not physical media, but physical history is a briefcase phone that my dad had. And it's actually a briefcase. You know, before the cell phones, it was a briefcase that he had in Atlanta. And Jim Morrison of The Doors premiered one of his movies. He was also kind of a filmmaker. I don't remember the name of the film at the time, but he was physically present for the festival when it was in Atlanta and used that briefcase phone. He sat down with my dad and was just so ensconced in this idea of this is the height of technology.
Yeah.
So we have
Little,
that.
little did he know.
Little did he know, yes, it gets smaller and more powerful, but to have a piece of that history, musical history, film history, in our office is pretty darn cool. So
Yeah.
we'd love to have that on display.
Yeah. So WorldFest 2026, the 59th
Whew.
festival.
Yes.
What does that look like? You know, maybe just a brief rundown of what the 10 days and what people can expect this year from the
Yes.
festival.
So as of this filming, we are exactly 1 month away.
Okay.
And almost all of our programming is set, but there's a few things that we're still working on. So definitely check out our website, worldfest.org, for updates on screenings and other ways to get involved. But 10 days, we open Friday night, and the opener that we have this year is a Portuguese film. The director he worked on the 1994 Oscar winner Belle Époque, and it's called Star Sailor, about the Portuguese navigation across the Atlantic Ocean back in the day. Beautiful film. We're bringing in the director, and I think that'll be an exquisite evening. We also have Q&A and an opportunity to interact with the people who are making these films that we screen. So that'll be opening night. We have a champagne reception following it. And then on the weekends, we have seminars or panels in the mornings and short film blocks, then our feature films, and some things peppered throughout the week. So we'll have screenings I think we're adding a 4 o'clock block for documentaries this year, and then 6:30, 6 and 6:30, and 9 and 9:30. So we have an incredible selection of movies, again, from all over the world. We last year represented 74 countries. I think this year we might have just over 40. I'll need to get the final numbers as the program solidifies, but so that'll be a wonderful offering. We're still finalizing our closing night film, but
Okay.
I think it's going to be wonderful.
Yeah.
And my fingers are crossed that we get what we're working on. And we also are adding in the WorldFest wellness element this year. So last year we did kind of a pilot program with some sound healing, some sound baths for our filmmakers, and it was really well received. You know, I think it's so important to take a moment to rest and
Is this going to be like
recalibrate.
a everyday thing, or is it just
I think it'll be every day.
Yeah.
That's
awesome.
We have this space in the mall.
Yeah.
And we have an incredible team of yogis, yogi therapists, Reiki healers, and meditation experts who are going to come and offer these experiences for our filmmakers. And another partnership in the works that hopefully we'll be able to say even more about soon, to really invite you into rest. So I think I know I need it.
Yeah.
And I think everybody needs it. Like, life is moving so fast.
Yeah.
It's so hard to just take a moment and rest. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I always like conferences and festivals that work in, things like that. It's not just about, what I could show off or, meeting all these people, but having spaces where people can decompress. And I feel like it's always a better experience.
Totally. Absolutely. I remember having grown up in this space, the amount of energy that you pour into a festival from either side, as an organizer or a filmmaker, you feel like you have to be on the whole time, and you feel like, oh, I can't miss out on anything.
Yeah.
But I think it really is important to cultivate the opposite, and to step into a place of recentering, and some beautiful things can happen when you've had a moment to find that peace.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be a great addition, and also something that's really needed in this space.
Absolutely. What's the impact of the festival on Houston and its community, in its film community?
Well, we're very excited this year to be involving a lot of the Houston creatives in our seminar programming. So we have screenwriter, we'll have a producer roundtable with local folks, so you can come and sit down at the table and ask your hard-hitting questions of producers. And cinematography, voice acting. Most of our educational arm is in partnership with local Houston creatives, so I'm really excited about that. And then we're working with a variety of our different schools, middle schools, high schools, and film programs in Houston, but also Texas A&M.
Yeah.
To bring the students into the seminar space, give them a taste of what's possible. And I'm really excited about a panel we're working on, film adjacent careers.
Okay.
So everyone, when they want to get into movies, they either want to be actor, actress, director, and it kind of maybe producer,
maybe
screenwriter.
DP,
Yeah, maybe. But there's so many different ways to be involved.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to offer a glimpse of what's possible.
Yeah.
Programming for the Museum of Fine Arts, running a theater, a cinema, what that's like, working at a film festival. There's so many different layers, maybe sound design or music.
The ones that are always forgotten about.
And let me tell you, that is the single fastest way to get disqualified from a film festival. If your film doesn't have on-point sound, we're not gonna, that's it. That's it. It is very easy, or it's not easy, I'm sure, but take the time, and this is directed to our directors, our filmmakers. Please ensure that you have an appropriate microphone, good sound balancing, because it totally throws you out of the experience.
Yeah. Don't forget about the sound, people.
Don't forget about the sound.
Yeah.
No way.
That's awesome. And then the global reach, like what's, paint the picture of WorldFest. I mean, it's called WorldFest, and it's in its global reach and what it means to people on an international scale.
Yeah. It's so cool to see people coming in. Last year we had a fellow from North Macedonia, and he had an incredible film that it was very dark, but very beautiful. And he changed the name. So I think it's called Unbreakable now, but it was Lena and Vladimir while it was in the film festival. He was here for all 10 days.
Okay.
And I'm a little ashamed to admit this, but for you, Khary, I will tell you, I had to look up where North Macedonia was on the map. And I've been around, I've been around the globe, but never there. And it's on top of Greece, basically.
Okay.
And he's just a delightful fellow, and we got to see an intense and beautiful story of that region. This year, we have a special focus on Italian film, which are some of my favorites.
Yeah. Now, is the focus coming from the festival, or is it just happened to submit it?
Good question. So we are a competitive festival, which means that we program almost exclusively from what folks enter into the festival. So we work with our jury members, and this year we have 70 jury members from all over the world.
Substantial.
It's amazing. It's a game changer. We used to have just 15 watching thousands of films.
Yeah.
Ooh la la. I'm telling you. We had the toothpicks on our eyes, and it wasn't sustainable. So I thought, okay, we got to bring in some more help. And I sent out a call to our
cry, They got the point.
They got the point.
Yeah.
And now we have film festival award winners, filmmakers from, of course, the US, but Canada, Argentina. We have folks in India and the UK. I mean, they're all over.
Yeah.
And it's so cool to see the different perspectives.
Yeah.
So specifically, oh, yes, for the Italian films, we had some great Italian films enter. And we have some close partnerships with the Italian Cultural Community Center here and the Italian Consulate to help elevate that even more. And then the Portuguese film will be exciting. We have a special focus on Taiwanese short films, which I think will be a really lovely space to be in. And then we also have a great selection from Korea,
Okay.
which they make some incredible things.
Absolutely.
So excited. And K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah.
Ooh la la. Love it. So we'll have some offerings there. I think also from China, Nepal, Australia, Nigeria. I mean, we love to showcase good stories well told from an international perspective.
Yeah. Are there animated films as well?
Yes.
Yeah. What would you say the proportion is between animated and live action?
That's a great question. I don't know the answer to. I'll have to check with my programming team.
When you said K-pop Demon Hunters, that made me think of anime.
Oh, yeah. So. Yeah. And it's so cool to see this wave of anime appreciation.
Yeah.
I was super into anime when I was a kiddo. I think because through the film festival, as the head of the children's jury, I got to see so many amazing animated films, a lot from Japan.
Yeah.
And just fell in love with what's possible in that space. And this year, I know that we have a special block for family and children, but that's not always what anime is.
Yeah.
So I'm excited, and check our schedule to see what we do end up screening this year. But we always love to showcase what's possible within the animated space. And I'm so grateful that more people are not sleeping on anime.
Yep.
I mean, it's such a creative space. You can make anything happen.
Yeah, and I think there's more and more people that grew up watching anime. They're now in a position they're grown adults now, and we still appreciate anime.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Let's make some for adults and continue introducing it to kids as well.
I had a question pop into my mind. What do you see happening within the virtual studio space? I was just thinking, in anime, anything's possible, but in a virtual studio, anything's possible. So what do you see like the future of film working with a virtual studio?
Yeah, see, these are the questions I'm supposed to be asking you.
Oh!
I absolutely answer that. I think it's going to be a lot of mixed medium content. So content that is shot live action in a real environment, content that is still shot live action but in front of a virtual studio, XR stage. Also, a little bit of AI mixed in there as well. Not the AI slop that you see on TV, but
there's
just
a lot of slop out there.
There's a lot of slop out there.
This is well done and intentional.
And intentional, and just adds value to real people making real films as well. So I think you'll see a lot more mixed medium to really help tell stories in a lot better way.
I love that.
Yeah, so I don't think anything is going to be like, this whole film was filmed on a virtual set, especially for like feature films and longer form content.
And especially for indie filmmakers. I mean, it unlocks a whole new level of what's possible.
What's possible and ways to tell their story.
Yeah, I love that.
Where they might have been limited before, but now they can really lean into a lot of this technology, but still actually used in real people to tell real stories.
That's the key. So something I'm really excited about this year is we're bringing in Taz Diaz. She's a local filmmaker.
Okay.
And she's making a seminar for us on ethical AI usage for filmmaking.
Yes.
As we've been really noodling on how we want to approach AI within the film festival. And just like we've been saying, it opens so many doors for indie filmmakers who are working on a tight budget. But there's a lot of slop. So I've been really trying to step into my truth about well, how do we want to approach this? And I think seeing it as a collaborative tool,
Yeah.
as innovation,
Yeah.
as creativity unleashed for our filmmakers is the way to work with it.
Yeah.
But no slop, please.
No slop.
Don't even think about
Don't even
entering
go
of that
there.
AI slop into our festival. We will. Oh, I mean, we know what we're doing.
Yeah. Have you seen any AI entered into the festival this year?
I have seen, yes.
Yes.
And I've seen a lot that is not very well done.
Yeah.
And that's so disappointing.
Yeah. Have you seen any that was well done?
I'm sure I have, but
Yeah.
I wonder if
It
you
was
don't notice.
Yeah, it was so well done you didn't
Yeah.
even know.
That might be the case.
Yeah.
And I have to be honest, Khary. I've kind of stepped out of. I've removed myself from a lot of jury work this year, as we did a lot of foundational stuff.
Yeah.
Trying to get back into the IRS's good graces, which we have. Very excited about that.
Congratulations.
And we are. I have so many people, filmmakers, reach out to me and say like, "Oh, hey, can you get my film in?" And I'm, okay. To stand in my integrity, I need to take a step back and make sure that I'm not on the jury anymore.
Yeah.
So I say that to say I haven't seen all of the films
Yeah,
yet.
and that goes to the integrity of the whole festival too. Like, you know, the executive producer, or not executive producer.
I mean, I am, but
executive
director.
Yeah, is judging stuff, and you know, so yeah, that just shows how ethical the organization is.
We're really trying.
Yeah.
You know, especially in show business, it's so easy to not stick to your own value set.
Yeah.
And I think in order for this to work and for WorldFest Houston to become what I see possible, we have to stay in our integrity.
Yeah.
Ooh, I just got chills.
Yeah.
That was
That's such a big thing.
things ahead.
Yeah. So the future.
future.
I know right now you're in the thick of it. You're really trying to make sure that you can get through this year. But I know you mentioned you had a 5-year plan.
Mm-hmm.
What does the future of WorldFest look like?
It's bright.
Okay.
I can tell you that. We really want to become Houston's international festival. And we are in a lot of ways, but you didn't know about WorldFest until, a few months ago?
A few months ago.
Yeah. So the first thing I'm doing is changing that. Like, we're getting the word out. We're letting folks know that we're here. And we have a big following internationally. And we have our folks within the city that are true, wonderful supporters. But everyone should know about this because it is an incredible festival. We've given first awards to Steven Spielberg, George Lucas, Ang Lee, the Coen brothers, and countless more. We're a discovery festival where indie filmmakers, international filmmakers, or people who are just getting started can come and get their work validated and then help shepherd them to the next stage of their career. So a few things that I'm working on: the Oscar qualifying status. I think that'll be incredible. Partnering more with the city to help elevate. And right now we're in one area. I want to be citywide to showcase the incredible neighborhoods and communities that are within Houston. And we do that a little bit through our programming. Like, we'll get an incredible attendance for a Filipino film or the Nigerian film. Those diasporas, they come out in force, and they're so excited to see their own stories on the silver screen. And we do try to always use professional theater grade cinemas, DCP. So I think that's really important. We bring a level of professionalism.
Do you feel like Houston's almost too spread out to really do stuff at multiple sites, or it's like, hey, y'all are going to have to just make it happen and drive?
I think that's been why we've kept it in one area.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of benefits to that, especially when we have filmmakers coming in, attending, and they're so used to being able to walk everywhere or public transportation. It can be a dream.
Yeah.
And here that is a challenge, absolutely. But if we have these pockets and we're intentional with a shuttle or working with Metro. You know, that would be awesome. Or being downtown.
Yeah, I was gonna say because downtown has movie theaters and also other theaters between Midtown and downtown.
Yeah. So something we're working on is to have an incubator, our WorldFest incubator. And I've met with someone who used to be on the board of TIFF, and she's moving.
Now, what is TIFF?
The Toronto International Film Festival.
Got it.
Thank you for, yeah. Not everyone knows the lingo.
Yeah, yeah. I actually have never been to a film festival. Let me take that back. Never been to an international film festival.
Cool.
So,
well, I hope you'll come to WorldFest this
absolutely.
year.
So this will be my first
Oh
international
my goodness.
film festival.
Well, you're in for a wonderful time.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
It's just so cool to see so many different perspectives and cultures celebrated, and all of what's possible. I mean, you step into this space of creation and magic, and I know I'm waxing poetic, but it is so beautiful, and you realize at the bottom of everything, we are all human beings on this planet, and we are all storytellers. And so to find a way to celebrate that and to bring us into community in an international film festival, I mean, I am so honored that I get to be able to do that.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Sounds like a dream job.
It is. It is. I still need the money to be right.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
right
yeah,
now, right now we're still rebuilding. We're still growing. We're looking at what's possible, and this has been a labor of love. But I realized if I didn't step up to take it to where it could be, we would lose it.
It would be lost.
And that's a shame because there's so much rich history and legacy and potential within this. So I'm excited. The incubator. The idea is we already have a screenplay competition. It's not wildly lauded, but we have some incredible screenplays come through and win with us. But why not take that to the next level, choose our favorite 5, give them funding. I mean, we're looking, I don't know exact numbers yet, but something that would really help you get your feature made.
Yeah.
And do it in a way that elevates and celebrates and then partners with to get them to that next level. So I'm excited about that.
That's on the horizon? Okay.
Yeah. We have some meetings in the works,
Yeah.
and we have the framework. We just need the funding.
Yeah.
And, my job right now is this film festival, which will be incredible. And then afterwards, I'm going to the grant books and really starting to reach out and build the community to make that happen.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be really cool. Is there anything else? I have so many ideas, but of course, with the bright lights and a little sleepy after puppy. Got a new puppy on Saturday, which I'm very excited about. Someone has said she should be the mascot for the film festival.
Yeah.
We're thinking.
Will she be out there? Or he? It's a he, right?
A she.
It's a she.
Yes.
Gotcha.
A little lady. Maybe from Lady and the Tramp.
You had a male cat. That's
A male cat.
There
Yes. Yes. Who's he came to me during COVID and has been such a wonderful companion.
Yeah.
I've been nervous about adding to the family, but it's been wonderful so far.
Yeah.
And my husband's been excellent partner in that. And this is a test to see if we're ready for, maybe a human addition to the family. So looking forward to that too.
Yeah, I'm sure y'all are. So there's never a right time. That's what I was told.
Yeah, but maybe the month before your film festival is
not the best optimal time.
The not right time. Yeah. Although it has been very centering, and it reminds me I need to take a break every hour, get some sunshine, rest when I can, prioritize cuddles. So I think in some ways it is the right time, and something that I can bring that philosophy. I can bring that philosophy with me into the festival and into what we're creating with WorldFest Wellness too.
Absolutely. I know you set the lights on you, so some of the future things aren't popping up right now, but what anything around technology, anything about, expanding community, just trying to maybe drop some some gems in there to see if you got
Oh.
have anything in the future around those topics.
Well, you know what? We are in talks with Captiv Studios right now.
There we go.
Looking at
She
what's
said it. We got her on tape.
Well, I'm excited.
Yeah.
It's so cool to see y'all leading that space within Houston.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking forward to what's possible together and to push the boundaries on innovation and to give more equitable access to our filmmakers too. I think that's going to be a fun thing. So I don't know exactly what the future holds, but yeah, we'll have to involve technology.
Yeah.
That's something I'm a little bit more analog in a lot of ways. My husband certainly is. He's a U.S. history teacher in high school and drives an old 240 Volvo and has a brick phone. But a wonderful, wonderful man, and helps me to remember. Yes, you have to be grounded in the present moment.
Yeah.
But there's so much cool stuff you can do with technology. So I'm looking forward to finding the appropriate way to bring that in to the festival and to see how we can move forward.
Yeah.
And right now, with this year, I know that we'll be doing that AI seminar. And then, of course, our other seminars looking at cinematography. And I'm sure we'll have pieces of what is innovative within those spaces and what technologies you can use to move forward. So I'm looking forward to learning more myself.
Yeah. So this is going to be like a 2-part question.
All right. Hope I don't forget the second part. You might have to remind me.
I'll keep it simple.
Okay.
It's the future of film, and then just the future of the festivals within film. What does that look like to you?
I'm still learning a lot. I mean, I did grow up within the festival space, but now as a leader, it's a very different experience. So the future of film, I think it's focused more on authentic storytelling. I think, and of course, coming from an international lens, I think meeting people where they are in their communities and really understanding their perspectives of being in this world is so important, and that helps everyone. So I'm hoping that we get even more and more, and I think we're seeing that with these, like we mentioned, K-pop Demon Hunters, and Parasite recently. I think there are so many wonderful ways that we are experiencing different ideas and perspectives around the world through film. So within the festival system, highlighting those creative and authentic stories is going to be something that I'm focused on. And then, of course, I want to have spaces where we can focus on Indigenous stories, female, BIPOC. There's so many stories that deserve to be told. And I think you can do that in a festival space, in a way that you can't do at a regular theater screening.
Yeah.
But there's some incredible programming going on in the city, too. So I love to see that as well.
Awesome. Thanks for that answer. I'd love to hear about your experience just with Captiv Studios and what you've seen around here.
Sure. Well, I'm still pretty fresh on the scene, but when I walked into your set, and I went in through the opposite door the first time I came here and was just blown away. I mean, it's so beautiful and impactful, and I'm excited to see what Houstonians and other folks, because you're getting people coming in, which I think is really darn cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what people can create here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of a blank slate, a tabula rasa that they can play with and make magic happen.
Yeah.
And so I also want to say thank you for creating this space and starting to build this ecosystem for our filmmakers. I think you're at the beginning of the wave and making things happen. And I'm grateful to be here and to be an innovative partner, and hopefully within WorldFest we'll see some Captiv Studios productions
Yeah.
come through.
Eventually,
Maybe
and
we can
that's the
feature.
grand plan right there.
Well, write that into my 5-year plan.
Write that in there.
I love
well,
it.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that you like to see what can be created here, and I look at it the same way. We built this studio because we had a need for ourselves, but it's always interesting to see what other people come in and create. I'm like, wow, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
We're gonna start doing that now.
Yeah, pushing the boundaries
Yeah.
of what's possible.
Yeah.
You're on the edge of innovation and creativity, and
Yeah.
that's a cool place to be.
Yeah, exciting. So
Awesome.
well, that's all I have. Anything else you might want to mention?
Well, I want to invite you, yes, you, to WorldFest Houston, April 24th through May 3rd. And this will be an excellent way to experience cinematic excellence from around the globe through seminars, workshops, and mixers, of course, screenings. And also, I invite you to make a scene. That's our campaign slogan this year from Lopez Negrete that really invites you into filmmaking. I'm really excited about the interactive element of that this year. And our anchor image is Meg Ryan from When Harry Met Sally. And this had been proposed before the passing of Rob Reiner. And once that happened, I was on the fence whether or not to move forward with it. But he came to WorldFest in 2019 with his film, or 2017. I'm not great at facts and figures.
Yeah, me neither.
I need to be better at that. But he came to WorldFest to premiere LBJ. And it was so cool to have him be a part of the WorldFest family. So we wanted to honor him and showcase the pleasure of filmmaking, of creation. And I think we're doing that. We also, each one of our images from this year that they chose have a connection to WorldFest. And I'm sure you'll learn more about that through following us on our socials at WorldFest Houston. But I'm pleased as punch and to be here with you and to have you be our guest at WorldFest this year. I'll show you the real fun that you can have at a international film festival.
Yeah, right here in Houston.
Right here in Houston.
Yeah.
In your own backyard.
Yeah.
And it's also really accessible too. Like for the price of a movie ticket, you can come and meet the director that's in attendance. Like $10 for a matinee. Wow.
Yep, and
That's
ask them
amazing.
all the questions you want. Not all. Sometimes they're like, all right.
We do have a time limit typically, but there's no one stopping you from cornering them out.
Yeah, right. Follow them in the parking lot.
Yeah. Well, maybe we will do that. Okay. We're all about WorldFest boundaries and kindness and integrity. So, but yes, come ask your burning questions. And especially for folks who are thinking about getting into filmmaking, this is a really cool opportunity to learn what's possible and what you can use right now and who you can partner with right now to make your dreams come true. I mean, we're in the business of that, validating good stories well told, excellent cinema experiences.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it.